Cliff Richard. You have heard the name, right? The man who sold over 250 million records, had 14 number-one hits, and ruled the United Kingdom music scene for decades. But then, everything changed. Some say he disappeared. Others say he faced something shocking. What really happened to Cliff Richard? Stick around, because this story is nothing like what you might think. Cliff Richard was born in India in the year 1940. His real name was Harry Roger Webb. After his family moved to England, he discovered music. As a teenager, he loved rock and roll. He wanted to be like Elvis Presley, and soon, he became a star himself. His first big hit, called Move It, came out in the year 1958. People say it was one of the first real rock songs in Britain. By the 1960s, Cliff Richard was everywhere. On the radio, on television, in movies, he was one of the biggest stars in the United Kingdom. He even made Christmas songs that people still sing to this day. Cliff was not like other rock stars. While many were partying and making headlines for bad behavior, Cliff kept a clean image. He did not drink much. He stayed out of trouble. He also spoke openly about his Christian faith. That made him stand out even more. People respected him not just for his music, but also for who he was as a person. But later, that clean image was tested in a big way. In the year 2014, something shocking happened. Cliff's house was searched by police officers. They were looking into a claim made against him. The news spread quickly. Television cameras were there as police searched his home. But here is the strange part, he was not even told in advance. And worse, he was not arrested or charged with anything. Still, his name was everywhere. Newspapers, television, the internet, all talking about Cliff Richard and the investigation. Even though there was no proof and no arrest, people started asking questions. And Cliff? He said he was shocked, hurt, and scared. For 2 whole years, the investigation continued. Cliff did not know what was going to happen. He stopped performing. He stayed out of the spotlight. It was a dark time for him. Imagine being famous for so long and suddenly being treated like a criminal, without any evidence. Finally, in the year 2016, the police said there was no case. There was not enough proof to charge him with anything. Cliff was cleared. But the damage had already been done. After everything he went through, Cliff did not just move on. He decided to fight back. He took legal action against the British Broadcasting Corporation for showing the police search live on television. He said it was an invasion of his privacy. In the year 2018, he won the case. The judge said the British Broadcasting Corporation went too far. They had to pay Cliff over £2 million. Cliff said he did not do it for money. He did it because he did not want this to happen to anyone else. Since then, Cliff has returned to the stage. He released new music. His fans still support him. He even went on tours again. But something had changed. Cliff became more private. He said he felt like a different person after the case. He could not forget how quickly people judged him even without proof. Still, he remains thankful. Thankful to the fans who stood by him. Thankful for his faith, which helped him stay strong. Cliff Richard's story is not just about music or fame. It is about how one event can change everything. Even if you have done nothing wrong, the world can turn against you. But Cliff did not give up. He stood up for himself. He cleared his name. And he came back, even stronger. So, what really happened to Cliff Richard? A great career. A terrible false accusation. A long fight for justice. And finally, a return, not to the spotlight, but to peace. Whether you are a fan or just hearing about him for the first time, Cliff's story teaches us something important: never believe everything you hear, and always stand up for the truth. Thank you for watching. If you learned something new or found this story interesting, please like and share. And remember, there is always more to the story than what we see on the screen.